So I called out for work 2 days in a row so I can get this thing done. We just popped the ball joint on the lower control arm, I guess. And now I can pop the axle out. And forgot to mention that you should probably drain the tranny before you do that. I did, but just saying that you should do that beforehand. And after you pop this out, it sits on this little part right down here. After you pop that out, you can just swivel this back and forth, and then you should be able to pull the tranny out, or the axle. And this is the first step. I gotta do it with 2 hands, but this is the first step to pulling the tranny. So we're gonna do that so we can possibly either replace the clutch or the whole tranny, and then from there we can start driving this thing.
Alright, Chance.
Is that yours? Yeah. Here.
Put it away.
Clean it off real quick. Some shit.
I'm filming you, Chance.
You filming me?
Yeah.
I don't care. We got the shaft pulled out. Dad helped with that one. So we got this side done, but we're just gonna work on the other side now. And then, do you hear that loud ringing?
Yeah. Do I have a tumor? Do you hear that loud ringing?
Is that a fucking tumor? But we're gonna work on the other side, and then after that we should be able to unhook everything in the engine bay and then pull the tranny.
Nice. And per usual, we are using heat to get stuff off the Honda.
I smashed my finger.
What'd you do, Chance?
I smashed my finger.
Smash his finger. Innovation.
Alright, so we still have that torch sitting on the axle. We're going to let that heat up for quite a bit. And while we're doing that, I'm going to prep the engine bay to get everything taken off so we can get the tranny dropped. We may or may not get it done by today. And then I also have tomorrow and the day after to work on this because I am off for those days. So I'll continue to work on this tonight, and then I guess we'll see how far I get from there. And after that, I'll continue the video or wait till Beau gets home or something. But for right now, I'm taking the air intake out, and then I'll just disconnect all the shit that we don't need on there.
Hi, Skinny. Hey, bud. He's got the shop pup. Likes to come out. His name's Hulk. He's a Shorkie. Shih Tzu and Yorkie.
Hey, buddy.
Likes to just hang out. There's 2 other ones inside, but they like to be extra cozy. Hey, bud. Yeah, he's a good boy.
What's up, guys? Chance here from Riggs Motorsports. It is the next day from when we were just filming the last tranny clip. Beau's at work, so it's just me right now. As I said, it was my weekend. There's a few updates. I'm still working on the tranny right now for the Del Sol, but we did clean up the garage quite a bit the other day, so I'll show you a bit. We have some junk mail right there we need to burn. This is my new toolbox I'm getting for Christmas. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Or should I say Santa? It is a Husky toolbox, upper and lower. Here is the specs if you guys want to read that. And then for the bottom one, I'm not sure if that's any different, but you can pause it and look at it if you want. So I don't get to open that till Christmas. That kind of sucks. But we moved our table and my dad's toolbox over to the wall. So now we have all this space over here. So there's the K24, there's some slicks on top of some shitty wheels. So we have quite a bit of free space to walk around in here now. Makes things quite a bit easier to work on. We're gonna get rid of all that, so that frees that area up. once I unbox that, that'll be probably another video. I will show you guys that. But that's probably where that toolbox is gonna go. So that way if I'm working on the table over here, I can just look to the left and I got my toolbox. We got some spare parts underneath here because we had nowhere else to put them. You can see the axles right there, or the CV axles that came out of the Civic. And I'm working on getting the tranny pulled out of the Del Sol so I can put those in there, as well as a new tranny or end clutch. So I'll get the new tranny and clutch put in, I'll get those axles put in, and then from there we should be able to drive the Del Sol. Because the other day I got a set of tools, and I guess if you're going to steal wheels, like if you're going to go out and steal people's like custom wheels, you'd probably want this set. It comes with a bunch of keyways that you can use for wheels. Like this would be the one that we would use for ours, for our Del Sol. Oh no, we have to throw those wheels away. The front ones. But yeah, that would be the one to use for that. And you got ones for like if you have a male lug nut key, and this is the female. This would be like a male. I guess you can tell why. Because this goes in, and something goes in there. So female, male. So I got that yesterday. It was a little pricey, but at a discount. So I mean, I'm just trying to build my tool set now because Dad has a bunch of his, and I have zero. I bought this tool set the other day to help get me started. And the first day I got it, I opened it upside down and ended up spilling it everywhere, so I had to reorganize that shit. Come on, bitch. There you go. Yeah, so you can see in these type of toolboxes, things like they move around and get knocked off and shit, so that's why I wanted a toolbox, so I can keep my shit organized, so I can get more shit. Because every mechanic needs tools, right? Okay. Yep, so just your average tool set. I got some sockets right here, some regular size 12-point sockets. I have some 6-point right there. Bottom. Let's see. I have deep sockets on this side. Deep sockets, couple wrenches. Let's see. We've got some Allen. Some like Allen sockets. So focus. This part goes onto like a fucking ratchet or something, and then on this side there is a Allen part. So if you want to use that, it makes it a bit easier instead of having to use these type of tools. So you see, you can't put that on a ratchet. So that makes that quite a bit easier. But this is going to annoy me. Wait. Clear. I'll fix that later. But got this off eBay. It was 100% new, Craftsman, for like 90 bucks. It's a like a 220 piece set. It's fucking, I'm real happy with it. But there's that. And I'm working on the tranny right now. So there is the shift linkage that I just took out. And that comes off of the back of the tranny. And that's what you actually use to shift gears with. So they hook up right. There's one spot. And then do you see that little rubber boot next to it? This one right here. So they kind of just hook up right here. And it's just what's help you shift gears. But I got that out so that way I can pull the tranny out now, and then I'm just taking off all the bolts all the bolts that hook the tranny to the engine, and I mean, I just took off all the other stuff in here as well. But let's see if I can show you one. Yep, there's one right there. So that's one of them. They're really big, hefty bolts. I think it's like a 17 that fits on there. So I'm not sure exactly how much there are or how many there are of those ones. But I'm just taking off all the ones I can see, because this is the first time I'm pulling a tranny out of or off an engine while it was still in the engine bay. But yeah, I'm just getting everything out of the way, and then from there I should be able to drop it. I will take the engine mounts off at the very last, or the very last. So there's this engine mount, there is that engine or tranny mount, so tranny mount 1, tranny mount 2, there's those two right there, and then there is the back engine slash tranny mount right there. There's a couple bolts on the underside that go through it to connect to the tranny, and then those are 18s, I believe. So those, you just take those out, and then from there you get your jack, wherever I had it. Voila. Oh, I almost fell. So you just get your jack afterwards, after you get everything taken out. Put it underneath the tranny, so it's resting on it. You take the bolts out of the mounts, and then from there you should be able to lower the tranny, and it should just drop right out after you remove all those bolts. So I'm working on that right now. Hopefully I can get that taken out today. Alright, well, I didn't film any of it, but I got the tranny out. Took me like an hour after I filmed that last clip. So you see I got the engine propped up with the jack. But if you haven't seen what a Del Sol looks like without a tranny, but the engine's still in, there you go. Wasn't too much of a bitch, but it is tiring, especially with one person. But got it done, so I'm happy. I'm probably gonna go in and eat some breakfast, even though it's like 12 something. Actually, it's probably past that. Anyway, I'm not sure if I'm going to continue to work on that so I can get, well, if I was to continue to work on it, I would be cracking the case open, seeing if like the gears got exploded or something, or to take off the clutch and see if that's what exploded. And I was looking at the throwout bearing, and it seems pretty fucked up, so that might have been what was wrong with it. But we do have that new tranny to throw in. I might just pick up an eBay clutch for now, or maybe just get one at AutoZone, depending on which one is more expensive.
What's up, guys? Riggs Motorsports here. I'm with Chance. Dad's inside. He was just doing some welding stuff out here. There's Chance back there. See if we can get him. There he is, doing the rear coilover right now on the Del Sol. And that's what I came to basically report on, is the fact Santa came with, and he bared great gifts. In this case, K-Sport coilovers. Let's see here. They're for EG Civic, basically, Integra and Del Sol. Don't remember the exact model of these ones. K-Sport. Let's see if we can find the box in here, the manual.
K-Sport, fuck yeah, motherfucker.
I don't know. I will get you guys the details on the specific model. I have it somewhere, but it's the K-Sports. They're about $700. Yeah, it doesn't say the model on the box. $700. They were had really good reviews. 34, 35 way adjustable. I forget exactly what it is. We wanted something where we could fully adjust the dampening and as much as we wanted, basically, because it's gonna be our track car. The last clips you guys saw, Chance finished pulling the transmission, and he finished getting it out. Since then, him and Dad, they worked a lot on, I helped him a little bit, putting in the transmission. They did get it in successfully. Car runs well now. Also, as well, they changed out the tires and the wheels. Have on the Steelies that came off. These came off the hatch, right?
Yep.
Steelies.
When we first got the hatch.
We first got the hatch Steelies with these stock tires on here. The tires that were on here before were absolutely wasted, as you guys saw. And the wheels, you know, we had to cut one of them, and they were kind of just ugly anyway. We're gonna rock these for a little bit until we get tires for the Buddy Club wheels. We're super stoked about.
Oh yeah, and that front wheel, even after we had it taken off, it still gave us the middle finger, like in its afterlife, because one of the lug nuts one of the lugs was stripped. So, or studs, one of the studs was stripped. So we had to cut that in half, pound it out, and then kind of grind off side of one of them, of the new one, so we could slip it back in. But yeah, even after we had the wheel off, it was still giving us a problem, so that was fun. But you can tell which one's a new one because it's all silver right there. All the other ones are black. It's pretty funny. But the axle on the driver's side is not in all the way. We couldn't get it popped in, but we're gonna take a punch and a hammer and just smack it in. So I should pop it in because it's leaking a little bit. But other than that, the car runs great.
Yeah, we want to just basically give you guys an update. Coilovers, transmission, wheels will be next. Car's running well. We're just happy to have it back on the road finally. I'll figure out the model of those coilovers for you guys. Really excited to get these on. Nicest coilovers I've ever seen in person, so hopefully they ride well and stuff. We'll see. Alright guys, we got the coilovers done on the Del Sol. It's about, what time is it now, Chance?
I don't know.
It is about 6:42. Finished up with that. Gonna go get some food here soon.
Maybe.
Hopefully. Got some decent pictures of it underneath this street light, you know, get our artsiness on. But yeah, here's how it looks with the coilovers, and with the flashlight on it looks, definitely brightens it up, but yeah, it looks a million times better.
We also wrote the outside with some compound to get rid of some surface scratches.
Yeah, if it looks cleaner, that's because it is significantly cleaner. We use some like scratch surface compound rub for you know, paint surface auto part. It looks significantly better. We just did both sides for now. Still got to do the hood and the front fender or front bumper and rear bumper. Get that taken care of. And I did figure out the coilovers. It's the K-Sport Contact Pro. They're $700-800. We got them a little less than $700. They were on sale. Got a good deal. I think it was like $699 shipped, no tax or anything. So this is how it looks. Extremely excited with how it turned out. We have those Buddy Clubs in the garage, as we've shown you guys before. Gonna order tires for those soon. Throw those bad boys on here so it looks proper. But yeah, anything to say, Chance?
I hate Heath. He made me run and chase him. Some asthma's acting up. But other than that, I love the car. It looks like a real sports car now.
Yeah, it's super sporty, especially with that little wing. I love how it came with that on there. It's something so little, but it makes a big difference.